Okay, so Outbreak Day 2018 came out, and we got this tasty little poster. Alright, we did get some other goodies. We got the PlayStation theme and some avatars, but I feel like this poster right here is the most interesting. Alright, we got this, what looks like to be Joel over here. Let me just select the pen. Let me just make that pen smaller. There we go. So we got Joel over here, right? This is Joel. Alright. And he seems to be playing a guitar. And he's sitting in a forest. And he's chilling with a dog. Nice. Actually, I don't think it was a dog, it was a wolf. Right, it's a wolf. Okay, so what is my analysis, my theories? Honestly, just looking at this thing, there's so many ways you could interpret this. I just want to kind of point out that I think it's really interesting on how they've kind of kept Joel dark. And I'm not talking black, I'm not being racist or anything. I'm talking about the fact that we still don't know what he technically looks like, right? Last time we saw Joel was back in 2016 in the first reveal trailer, and we have not seen Joel since then. And when we saw him back then, we saw him from the back, and now we see him finally from the front, right? We heard about him earlier this year. He was mentioned via the mouth, right? We didn't actually get to see him. Now we see him, and they've purposefully blacked off his face, which is interesting. It just keeps the mystery alive of Joel. I do think that Joel is going to play a very critical role in The Last of Us Part 2. I also think it's like Naughty Dog just messing with us. It's a marketing ploy. Is Joel alive? Is Joel not alive? Yeah. That's a tricky one too, because this picture right here, let me just zoom in a little. Alright. So I've always kind of thought that, looking at this picture, to me, Joel looks really young. Alright. I mean, look at that hair. Smooth. Silky. It looks like young hair. So, yeah, he's got young hair. I don't know how to put that into proper words, but the hair, to me, looks younger. And when you look, but the thing that kind of puts me off is if you look at the beard, right? So you look at the beard. Let's zoom in a bit more. All right, if you look at that, oh, that's hideous. All right, if you look at the beard, there's some like little white pieces of hair. All right, like there, and over there. They look like little white pieces of hair, but that could just also be the fact that this picture is in black and white, right? So, you know, you got your dark colors and your light colors. So maybe those light colors aren't actually white hairs. So that could kind of indicate of this whole Joel actually still being old. But then again, I still think he looks young. Personally, I think he looks young. All right. So let's just back out of this one. Alright. Now let's take a look at his guitar, right? His guitar, he seems to be playing what looks like an E chord on the 3rd fret. I don't know why you'd want to play an E on a 3rd fret. I don't know what song he's playing. But yeah, he seems to be doing that. He's just chilling in the forest, singing some music and stuff. So Joel, he's sitting here. He's playing the guitar in the forest. It's pretty dark. I don't know, that just seems spooky to me, right? And the fact that they've kind of blacked out his face, it's kind of like they still don't want to show him, right? They don't want to show Joel. And if you kind of look at it, it honestly, it looks kind of like, how would you put it? Deathly? It looks deathly. The fact that they are kind of hiding his face and making it look like he's not there kind of thing kind of gives me the impression that they're trying to represent the theme of death with Joel. But that's just how I see it. Some other people might see it as Joel and a sadness, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. So, another really interesting thing about this, especially I just caught this as I zoomed in, right? We've got these little butterflies, right? Some little butterflies over here, which have actually shown up in some previous stuff that we have seen. For example, I've got a picture of it actually right here. These, Ali's tattoo, the butterfly, right? Or moth. I'm pretty sure they're butterflies though. But we've got the hand. I'm pretty sure that's Ali's hand. I'm definitely sure that that's Ali's hand, because that's Ali's knife, and we all know that Ali's like 19. She's kind of old. We've seen what she looks like in the game, and that looks like her arm, right? So going back to the Joel thing, it seems like there's a theme with these butterflies, and I actually don't know. Let's have a look. All right, butterfly symbolism. Let's take a look at this. Butterflies are deep and powerful representations of life. Ooh, that's heavy. Many cultures associate the butterfly with our souls, the resurrection. Ooh, oh no. The Christian religion sees butterflies as a symbol of resurrection. Around the world, people view the butterfly as representing endurance, change, hope, and life. Okay, so that's just me reading just this little Google thing. But yeah. So what was it? The butterfly represented life. Ooh. So this I don't know how you could interpretate that, but the fact that they've got these little butterflies flying around her, maybe that represents the fact that Joel is going to be alive, you know? It's saying that there's life here, even though that there's all this darkness around Joel's face, you know? And let me just zoom out for a little bit. Why you not do that? Okay, zooming out. So, there seems to be all this darkness around here, right? But there's also some light. And the butterflies, maybe the butterflies represent the fact that Joel actually is going to be present in the game. It is definitely possible. Alright, if you start looking at it like that, you know, interesting. Another thing that I kind of want to point out about the wolf, right? I don't know if this relates or anything, but if you've ever seen Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, right? In that movie, they have a werewolf. It's a black werewolf, and they say it's an omen of death. Now, the fact that there's this werewolf with Joel could also represent, you know, that there is an omen of death. But then later on, when you watch the movie, the werewolf ends up becoming not death, right? It becomes kind of like Harry Potter's savior, in a sense. It's his godfather. So the werewolf ends up becoming his friend, in a sense. So this omen of death actually turns around and becomes, you know, an omen of hope and life. So that also kind of confuses the message here, right? Because you could kind of say that this dog or this wolf represents death, and the way that this whole poster has been portrayed to us, it does kind of symbolize death, but then it could also symbolize life. Now, I just want to do it. Let's do a quick Google search, right? Wolf. Should we say dark wolf symbolism? Let's go wolf symbolism first. In both German and Norse mythology, wolf was the symbol of destruction and death. Ooh. Destruction and death, bro. Who do we know who's on a quest for destruction and death? Ellie. We know Ellie. You know, I'm gonna find and I'm gonna kill every last one of them. Ooh, that is a serious thing there. So I guess if you take it in that context, right, the wolf could possibly be destruction and death. Who knows? It's very, very open for debate at this moment. Now, I also want to kind of address why the hell is Joel with a wolf in in a forest at what looked like it might not be night, but it could be night, right? Why are they chilling? Are they friends? Did he find the wolf and tame it and become its friend? Did he become its owner? What happened there, right? And how does Joe tame a wolf? Maybe we'll get like a nice little gameplay segment in the game to kind of talk about that. Yeah, that'll be definitely interesting. So, right, another thing I kind of want to talk about, right? So last night I was having a look at the different posters, and I put them all up here so we can have a nice little look. All right. So let's go back to 2016. Right. So this is the one of what we know now as Ellie's arm. Oh, it actually is Ellie's arm. Look, you can see the infection right there. The bite. And then you got the tattoo. Anyway, so we got this picture, right? And Ellie's arm with the knife was shown in 2016. Later on in that year, we got the reveal trailer for The Last of Us Part 2. And that was when we had Ellie, singing through the valley, and Joel walking in like a ghost. And then we got the famous line, "I'm gonna find and I'm gonna kill every last one of them." We got that line, right? 2016. Let's fast forward 1 year. 1 year, 2017 Outbreak Day, we get this picture. We get the muscly arm, right? We got the hammer, we got the wolf, and we all were like, who is this? And a lot of theories were saying, oh, it's Joel, it's a man, yada, yada, yada. Then we found out it's Mystery Woman, and that's her actual name for now, Mystery Woman. It's literally on the PlayStation Store. Her name is Mystery Woman, right? We don't know who she is, but she's Mystery Woman. Now let's take a look. 2018. Joe. Now, for years, since 2016, I have received many comments about people hating on the fact that Joel is not present. And I've always kind of thought to myself, Joel is going to be in this game. A lot of people saying, no, he's not going to be because Naughty Dog are feminazis and they want to promote women. Like, I've seen a lot of those kind of talks around. But one thing I've noticed is that Joel is a critical part of The Last of Us, and I know that Naughty Dog are just playing with us, alright? They're purposefully not showing us Joel for a reason. I don't know what their reason is, but they're doing this on purpose, right? Joel is going to be a part of the game. Like, I know that, but it's just, how is he going to be a part of the game? Is he going to be this thing that, drives Ellie to travel all the way to Seattle on her quest for revenge? Possibly, right? But anyway, I'm kind of going off topic a little bit, but the main point that I want to get across here is Joel features in 2018's poster. So if the past repeats itself later on this year, whether it be at the Paris Games, I don't know if they have that yearly, it could be Paris Games, or at the Sony Experience, or at some other gaming convention, we might possibly see a trailer. We might possibly see a trailer of Joel later on this year. And I mean, take a look at this. 2016, Ellie, knife. Who was in the first trailer? Ellie. I don't know if she had a knife. She had a machete, but, you know, Ellie. Alright. 2017, muscly arm, hammer. What did we see? Mystery woman and the hammer. 2018, we got Joel and a wolf. And it could most likely be, right, that we are going to see something about Joel later on this year. That is what I think, right? And to kind of add to this picture, right, I need to show you this. Let me just quickly... Okay, so I had to cut this out, right? So what happened was I tried to find this image of something that I saw on Twitter. I think it's from someone who's at Naughty Dog, who's an artist at Naughty Dog, because I swear to God, this looks too real for it to be fan-made. It could be fan-made, but it was one of the people who work at Naughty Dog who shared it, and they're like, nice work, yada, yada, yada. Then I tried to look for it, and it was gone. I couldn't find it again. I was like, damn it. But I actually took a screenshot of it on my phone because, right, this thing looks so legit that I had to do it. So anyway, this is the image right here that this artist drew. And it says Outbreak Day 2018. Now, once again, this could just be fan art. I don't know. I haven't investigated it further. But what's interesting is now we have the wolf with Joel from a different angle. They're still in the forest, right? But this Joel right here looks old. This is what I would say is old. When you look at this guy, he looks young. I don't know if it's just because his hair's nice and silky and smooth, and it just doesn't look as grey as like I would expect Joel's hair to be. But if you look at this one, whew, that is definite Grandpa Joel. That is Grandpa Joel right there. And I'm not talking about like the color of his hair being white. If you look at his skin, it's wrinkled, right? He's got them saggy eyes. He's got them saggy, whatever you call it, above the cheek, you know, where your eye is. Man, I'm like pointing out. The camera's not even on me. There's no camera on me, and I'm trying to like show you what I'm talking about. Let me draw it for you. This is white. Let's go blue. This shit. Wow, I've got my eraser. No wonder why. Is it? Nah. Why didn't the color change, bro? Up to G. Oh, that's why. My bad. So this stuff. Wrinkles. This stuff. You know? Saggy eyes. So this saggy Joel, and he's with a white wolf now. What is that? If you have any thoughts or ideas on this particular Outbreak image with old Joel and the wolf, let me know. And look at the wolf's eyes. They're clearly white, you know? Let's go back here. They're white as well, you know? Now, here, it kind of looks like a light shining at him. That's why his eyes are, you know, shining white, right? But if you look here, it's just pure white, which kind of gives him that supernatural look, all right? Another thing that I kind of want to point out, just another theory that I have is, if Ellie is supposed to be the wolf, right? And Joel is Joel. Technically, you could say that this picture is a representation metaphorically of Ellie being the wolf and Joel being the old cunt. No, as being the father figure or something like that, you know. Same thing here. Joel being Joel and Ellie supernatural connection, you know. Maybe this is, maybe, right, this wolf hair is a physical being, right, embodiment of Ellie's soul, and this is Joel in the afterlife, watching over as he protects Ellie on her quest for whatever it is she wants to do. Yes, some very deep stuff. I also kind of wanted to touch base. This could just be complete nonsense by this point. But when I was looking at all these things, I noticed one particular thing. If you look in the background, alright, we've got these things. This is, you know, what would you call it? The roots of a tree. These things, sorry, that's really bad. The roots of the tree, right? So you could say that represents the beginning of life, kind of thing. Something like that, maybe. This is where life stems from, you know. It's below the ground. Harvests the energy of the land or something. And then you go 2017, right? Now we got the forest. We got the trees, man. With that life from below has now festered. Okay, maybe not festered. It has lived long and prospered and has now grown into the forest. And we know the fire, the flame, the light. You know? Ooh, the Seraphite's light. Ooh, some heavy shit right there. Alright, next we're going to look at 2018. So now those trees have become the forest. Alright, if you thought that this was a forest, right? If you thought all of these trees over here were a forest, boy, are you wrong, man. They have overgrown. They have taken everything. And now we have this. Oh, and you could also see it like this as well, right? So this is the beginning of life. This is where the trees stem off from. This is where it comes from, right? Then you could also say the trees over here. This is where the trees, they're at that mature age. You know what I mean? They're mature. Life is flickering away. And you come over here. They're at the end of their life. The trees are dying, as represented by maybe the grass on the ground. I don't know. You know, the trees have grown so large that the light can no longer enter. And the only way up is down, you know. You've gone up high enough, and now it's time for your fall. It's amazing how deep we can get with a few posters and a lot of Last of Us hype. And we're done for today. I hope you enjoyed that live interaction style of video. It's definitely a quicker and easier way for me to convey my messages to you. Please let me know what your thoughts are for the 2018 Outbreak Day poster in the comment section down below, and I will see you all in the future. Stay moist, everybody.
Cheers.